everyone! Did you know we had a weapon contest recently? It was for all the main jobs except the Sage and the Reaper, because they are so new. In fact, Square Enix does plan to have another weapon contest, sometimes relatively soon, from the sounds of it, for those specific jobs. Now, there was a lot of people who took part in it, and a lot of amazing designs, so they ended up having 2 winners for each job. Here, I want to go kind of over the weapons, but I also want to put them in a little bit of a tier list. Don't worry, none of these are like, they didn't deserve to win, because these are all way better than anything I could make. So, the tier is, I need it, as in this, I want this as my new main weapon for this job, because it's just so pretty. And we have straight to the glamour chest is, I don't want it maybe as my main thing, but I need it on hand in case I change my mind and I need to use it. And we have weird but awesome. Like, it's not something I'm likely to use, but I like it. It's interesting, it's different, and that's kind of nice. Then we have not for my Lala, but major weapon envy. This is the thing that just don't fit my sweet little Lala, but look amazing on everybody else. And when I look at it, I always get the slight twinge of an urge to change my race. Not enough to actually do it, but I get major weapon envy. And finally, we have seriously unsure, which is just the weapons that I don't really have any major opinion about. We are going to use this chance to go through all of the weapons that won. I'm not going to go through the finalists, though they had some amazing weapons in there too. We're just going to see where these land in my personal opinion. Of course, keep in mind, this is my personal opinion, your opinion might differ. So go and you can make your own list if you like, and definitely go look at the weapons yourself and check out the finalists. So if you don't agree with me, that's perfectly fine. We are allowed to have different opinions, but this is mine, and we're gonna get into it. Our first group is gonna be the Paladin. As you know, there are gonna be 2 winners in each category, and this is the first one. Now, please keep in mind that I cannot pronounce a lot of the names if they're in Japanese. I can't read Japanese. I think this is Japanese. It might also be another language that uses similar design on the letters. I'm just not educated enough about it. So sadly, I cannot name the letters if they look like that. But somebody made this absolutely excellent weapon. I do like the sword quite a bit, with the little delicate details around the handle, and then we have this little star design. This is quite nice. I do like this here. We have the little star design going on around the tip of the weapon, up to the handle. It's really pretty, and that's something I'm kind of interested in, because really pretty weapons is something good. I don't know if it's gonna be my new favorite, but I think this one is definitely straight to my glamour chest. It could fit my Lala. It really depends on how big the shield is gonna be. Our second winner for the Paladin is this little guy. It is a lid of some sort. I think it's to like keep the heat in over the food, or it might be a plate. It's very cute. And then we have this thing to like pull up food. So it's different. It confuses me because I can't quite name what the shield is made out of, but I think it's adorable. But it's really not my style. I generally don't go for the funny weapons. I might end up grabbing it to put it to my glamour chest because it's still kind of cute and silly. But I'm gonna go with weird but awesome. This is definitely weird but awesome, because it is weird, but it's also pretty awesome. Next is the warrior. So we have this great axe, obviously. It looks like it gets actually activated when you unsheath it. And I do wonder if the blade spins, because it looks like it could spin. Obviously, I can't read the text, but I think it might be able to spin. And if it's actually spinning, and with the flames and everything coming out of the side, That is gonna look so amazing. I can see some Roguidens using this and just looking so badass. It doesn't fit my Lala though. So I'm gonna go, let me see if I can find it here. I'm gonna go not for my Lala, but Major Weapon Envy. If I had the Roguiden, I would use this because this looks so cool. The second warrior weapon is the fish. It's cool. As in, like, I think it's funny. I think it's a very quintessential warrior weapon. It makes me think of a warrior who washed up on shore somewhere without his weapon and just was like, I need a weapon. So they found a stick and some poor innocent bombfish and just stick it onto it because the bombfish is sharp. It feels very barbarian, almost like brutal and kind of figuring out how to deal with unwanted situations. So I think it's funny, but I would never personally use it. But I think it's really weird. It's really awesome. So it's gonna come here. Entering into the Dark Night. Now this weapon is super pretty. This is Blood Rapture by Rook Dawn. And it has some elegant etching. I do love the idea that we have the spine vertebrae detailed, and then we have the wings made out of metal. And based on the writing, I think when you unsheath it, the wings are supposed to spread out a little bit. It's so pretty, and it's made out of dark glass instead of just dark metal. It wouldn't become my main weapon. I don't think so. But I think this is going straight to my glamour chest. I'm gonna need this if I decide to go with kind of Dark Knight. But it is the other one. It's the second weapon for the Dark Knight. That is my favorite of those two because it's so pretty. It has flowers. It has glowing details when you unsheath it. And it's pink. And it owns my heart. And I need it now, preferably. So it's going to be the first one to go to. I need it. I want it. It's hard to pick if I'm going to which one I'm going to use for my main weapon. But I think this one is more likely to become my Dark Knight weapon of choice. Except if I decide to go kind of darkish, then I'm going to grab the other one. So this one is going to go to I need it and most likely become my main Dark Knight. Next is the Gunbreaker. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not much into guns. They just don't really interest me much. Not their design or anything. The guns I think are usually quite pretty, are really kind of oldest looking weapons with carved details. Because I've seen some really pretty like this, but generally guns don't interest me. And this one doesn't do anything for me. I like the little details. I like that we have what is definitely the side there on the end. And I like the little intricate details on the cartridges. So it's really nice. It's really well made and really well thought out. But I just have no... Oh, it's not this one. I just have no specific interest in it. Sadly. Because it's an excellent looking weapon. It's kind of same with the second one. I think it's neat. I think it's kind of funny that it opens up. I'm guessing the mouth is closed when it's sheathed, and then it opens up when you unsheath it. It's a neat little design with the shark. We're actually going to see another shark a little bit later on. So I think that's kind of funny that two people thought of sharks when doing the weapon. But it's the same. It just doesn't do anything for me. And I don't know. So I'm just going to say seriously unsure. I might end up loving it one day. Maybe when it's in the game, I might have a different opinion about these two. But right now, not so much. Entering the Monk. And wow. This one is pretty. Dragon's Beard Fist. Now, I quite like the idea of that you're not holding them, but they're actually over your hand like that. Like they're like a glove. And then when you close your fist, you have these beautiful little like extra things. I haven't really found a fist weapon I like, but this one might be it. It's not 100% like this is gonna be my go-to weapon, but this weapon is still something I'm definitely gonna want to own. So this is gonna go straight to my glamour chest as soon as it's out, because I'm gonna need that. The second monk item is Major General's Jaws. It's one of the silly weapons. I'm not too fond of silly weapons personally for my character, but I think it's hilarious. It's very cute. It's a neat little design. I like that they thought about this. It makes your character look very silly. It might be fun on a Lalafell, I don't know. I'm probably gonna end up trying it out on my character eventually, but I think it's kind of weird but awesome. So definitely worth trying out, but not necessarily something I would use. Now, off to the Dragoon. This beautiful dark weapon. I do love that it has a little light detail in the handle when you unsheath it. Like, it's not super obvious, but it's just a tiny little detail. And the cloth, I think it looks so pretty. It's definitely not for me, but I think I'm gonna have such a major weapon envy about these ones. So it's gonna go here with the warrior weapon, because that looks so nice. The second one clearly is meant to appeal to us Lalas with the little fluffy brush with the fat cat. Oh, I don't know if I would use it as my main, though I'm kinda tempted. I usually don't go for silly weapons, but this one has me really tempted. This one might end up as my main weapon. I'm conflicted. Do I need it? Or do I want it for my glamour chest? I think glamour chest, because I can't be quite sure. So we are gonna put the fluffy broom with the fat cat in my glamour chest. It might upgrade to what I needed one day. But right now, I just want it in case I want it. Now comes the ninja with this absolutely beautiful purple blade. It looks like it's gonna glow, at least when you unsheath it. I wonder if it's gonna glow also when you just have it equipped on your side. I do hope so. And then it looks like it has these little flower petal details. It looks very vicious, but at the same time, really elegant and sweet. And it calls to me, and I need it, because that is really pretty. It both looks dangerous, but it also looks so nice. The second weapon is a fork and a knife. Obviously I can't read it, but I think what we're dealing with here is in one hand you're gonna have a fork, and in the other hand you're gonna have a knife. It definitely falls under silly weapons for me. It's not something I'm probably gonna use on my character, but I do like it. I think it's a really clever idea and design. So I'm gonna put it in weird but awesome. Going into the samurai, we do have this lovely blade. I do like the details, all the little intricate designs. It just doesn't do very much for me. I don't feel like it's so much different from my other blade, but also samurai blades generally don't look very good on my Lala. So it's hard to say. I'm rather indifferent about it. Sorry. It's lovely, but it's just not my style. And I don't think it looks different enough to make me get overly excited. The other samurai weapon it's a Parasol. So it's based on a design of a hidden blade Parasol. I do like it. It has some really lovely little designs. And it looks like this person also went like all the way out making the 3D version of this weapon also. Which I think is a very clever thing to do and probably help bump it up. It is very intricately detailed. I can't decide if it's a weapon I want to use, but it's definitely a weapon I'm gonna want to own, because I'm gonna have to see it on my Lala so I can decide if I want to use this as my main weapon or not. It doesn't grab me like the other two have, but it's definitely something I need to own. I need to see it in person. Go into the bars. We predictably have two bows. One is this really pretty flowery design with birds on it. And apparently the birds are supposed to sing, or that is at least what it seems to indicate. And on your back you're also gonna have like a little birdhouse, which I think is really adorable. This might replace my current favorite bard weapon. It depends on how big it is, because the one I love right now is very handy and compact in size, but it's so cute. I think this bird thing is definitely gonna go into my glamour chest. It might upgrade. It depends on the size, because I'm kind of picky about the size of bows and arrows I use, but it just looks absolutely adorable. Now the second bow is also adorable with a squirrel on it, and the arrows seem to be the things that the squirrels eat. I don't know what they're called. That is very cute. Very cute. Not really my style. It doesn't grab at me. So I think I'm gonna go with like seriously unsure. Again, we go to the guns. I will say the first one actually caught me off guard a little bit. I don't like guns. I do kind of like this one. It's supposed to be based on ceramic, painted blue with all these kind of flowers and golden designs. It's actually really cute. It also looks like it's gonna have some designs, extra design details when you shoot the weapon. It looks so nice. I think I need this. I think I really need this gun. I didn't expect to actually need a gun, but I need this gun. This might be the gun for me. I found a gun I need. That is amazing. Oh, I love it. It's so pretty. I love it that it looks like a gun, but it also looks kind of intricately different without looking too strange. The second gun, on the other hand, is kind of strange. It is a set of flowers with a gun hidden inside of it. I do like that they actually detailed how the gun is supposed to look, even though it's going to be hidden by the flowers. And I think it looks very pretty, but it really isn't for me. But I think I would probably still put this in my glamour chest. I might want to have it. That's interesting. Both of the guns here for the machinist have actually ended in two of the places I definitely want. I want both of these. I didn't expect that at all. I thought I wouldn't like any of the guns. That is a pleasant surprise. Now, Dancer. I do love the Dancer. It is one of my favorite classes to play. It's my kind of a chill DPS class. So I've been excited for a pretty weapons for them. The first one, super pretty. I wish it did not have the blades sticking out of them though. I do prefer the Dancer to have the circular weapons. These are really pretty. I love the little details about the little sharp ends sticking out. It looks really nice. I'm gonna have some major weapon enemy when somebody has it, but it's not gonna be for my Lala. But it's beautiful. So well done. The second weapon is a spinny fire thing. That is really cool. I don't know if I'm gonna use this one, but I think this is gonna go to my glamour chest. Because I would like to have it. This might become a weapon I really want. It might not. Now, Black Mage. Not my favorite class to play. It is quite challenging, but it has an excellent story so far, and it just looks so cool. I do love this weapon. It's gonna have butterflies flying around the flame. It's so dark and gloomy and so elegant. And apparently this weapon is inspired by the legends of Will-o'-the-Wisp. You know what? I need this. This is an excellent choice for my new Dark Knight. This is an excellent choice for my new Black Mage weapon. I need it. And I need it preferably now. Because I haven't found any weapon for the Black Mage that I've really fallen in love with yet. Not that I have the Black Mage very high at all. But this is definitely the place to go. This is the second weapon, which is both for the Black Mage and the White Mage. Actually, the Will-o'-the-Wisp one is also both for the White Mage and the Black Mage. This one doesn't grab me. It's really cool. I like the design of all the cups and the concept that maybe it's gonna be singing. That's kind of neat. It's kind of weird but awesome. Yeah, weird but awesome. Not for me, but I would love to see some people run around with it. I think a long spoon like this doesn't really fit my character. Although I just don't like going around fighting with kitchen utensils. But it's weird but awesome. I kind of like it. Now, in the Summoner category, the first weapon is actually both for the Sculler and the Summoner. It is a beautiful book with this whole bird design. I do like that we have these little looks like bird paintings in what might be glass domes. It's really pretty. It doesn't grab me though. It's pretty. I can't really put an opinion on it, so I'm gonna go with seriously unsure. Like, it's pretty, it's beautiful weapon. It just doesn't interest me. Though I do like the little details of the flowers. The second is Pure Summoner weapon, and it is a carbuncle themed book. And I'm just gonna go straight away. I need this. I need this now in my life. I love the little carbuncle detail. I love that we have a quill. I love that we have the little, what looks like little stickers with the city-state. It is such a perfect little thing for my Lala that I needed now. And this is gonna be my new summoner weapon. I might even have to buy one of the carbuncle outfits of the store to have like a carbuncle headpiece with this. I think that would be adorable. Next is the Red Mage. The first one is this oddly shaped sword. I think the shapes are inspired by the city I just discovered underwater in my last stream. I'm unsure. The little floaty thing is a nice little fire item. It looks nice. I like the colors. I like the little details. It doesn't do anything for me. So I'm just... I'm unsure about it. Second one though is an umbrella. And usually I don't like the items, but this is just so cute. It also looks like it's gonna be dyeable, and I like that. And we have this little this little sleepy little thing. It's like a raindrop. I need this. This is the new weapon for me. My Red Mage is gonna become a surprise Blue Mage. And talking about Blue Mage, the next one is the Blue Mage. And the first one is, surprise, surprise, an umbrella. I do kind of like the Blue Mages with umbrellas. And this one looks so nice. I like the little details of the rope that's kind of binding it together. All the little cute little designs on the carving. I think I might need this too. I have a feeling I'm being hinted at that there's going to be a lot of rain coming forward in my life because I'm liking all of the umbrellas. But I think this is the one for me. Put you in your right spot. Thank you. The other Blue Mage weapon is a staff, which looks like it has a lot of flowers on it. I don't quite understand what causes the flowers to pop out. Maybe when you pick it up. So when it's sheathed, it's a staff, and when you pick it up, it's a whole flower business. It looks really pretty. It's not really my thing, but it looks really pretty. I think I would still want to have this in my glamour chest, because depending on how it looks in-game, this might become my new favorite thing, or it might not. We're gonna have to see. Next is the White Mage, which is sort of my main class, or slowly evolving into it at least. This is beautiful. It's a moon, it has the flower, and it has a sleeping bunny. Oh my gosh, there's a sleeping bunny there. Yes. Oh, it might push out my current favorite weapon. I'm gonna need this. This is beautiful. This is so cute. So it's gonna come here in I need it. It is mine. I want it now. The second weapon is another kitchen utensil. This is both for the Black Mage and the White Mage. And I don't understand all of your guys' obsession with kitchen items as weapons. It has a gigantic cake on it. I like the idea. It's really cool. It does have the little flowers on the bottom representing the lilies for the White Mage, so I think this is a far more White Mage weapon than a Black Mage one. I'm gonna say it's weird but awesome. I really like it. I don't think I would ever use it. Then we go into the Sculler, and we're starting with what is most likely gonna become my new weapon of choice. It's not the most outwardly fancy looking, but I do love the idea that I'm walking around with a painter's kit. It looks so pretty. Just all the colors, we have the brushes, we have the quill, and then we have the little detail of EOS carved into the book. I need this. This is gonna become my new Sculler weapon. The other Sculler weapon is this book representing both of our fairy friends. It looks like it's gonna have some glow-in-the-dark writing, which might look absolutely amazing. I think actually the whole book might potentially glow. It kind of has that feel to it, at least here. It looks really pretty. It doesn't speak to me as my book of choice, but I could definitely see a lot of people really liking it. So I think this little friend is actually gonna go to my Seriously Unsure. It doesn't bring weapon envy in me. It's not weird. I don't think it's gonna end up in my glamour chest. So, just Seriously Unsure. Final job is the Astrologian. And can we just talk about the first person here? They made an excellent 3D visual show of what this thing is supposed to look like. I like the concept that it's actually showing the sky and the stars and everything. Don't think it's gonna fit my Lala, but it might. I'm gonna put this in my glamour chest because it might be something I want to use, but I can't really say. So in the glamour chest it goes. And finally, the last weapon we're gonna look at is a snow globe with little birds in it. It looks adorable. It's not my style. I feel like it's not gonna have that much detail of the spinning around things, which I think is okay, but I don't know, it doesn't do much for me. I think it's cute. It's definitely cute. So I'm just gonna go with meh. Seriously Unsure. There's nothing wrong with it. I do love it, but it just doesn't speak to me. So if we look over the weapons of where they've ended up, in the Seriously Unsure category, we do have 2 guns, 1 samurai weapon, a bow, a book, a red mage weapon, another book, and a snow globe. They're all really well made. I quite like all of them, but they just don't speak to me as in I want them or I would be envious of other people having them. So they end up there. I still think they're excellent winners. I think everybody who won in this definitely deserves to win. I think a lot of the finalists also deserve to win because there's just so much talent in this community. But I quite like these, but they're not for me and they don't do much for me. Now, the ones that are going to give me the major weapon envy, it is the warrior weapon, the lancer weapon, and a dancer weapon. They look amazing. I think the warrior one is definitely going to be the biggest weapon envy for me. I might end up getting it one day just because I think it looks amazing. In my weird but awesome we have a lot of kitchen utensils. Everybody was very keen on food-related items. I think they all look amazing. I would not use them, but I like them. I think of this group, my favorite is definitely the bombfish, because I just think it speaks to my inner warrior of having to get a weapon and just grabbing the sharpest, angriest thing I could find and putting it on a stick. So I love it. That one is the favorite in that category. I think it's gonna be so neat. I did get a lot of things I want to get to my glamour chest. Some of these might end up upgrading to becoming my main weapons. I think the most likely candidate is the Lancer weapon. I do like the little brush, but I don't know how I'm gonna like fighting with the brush because it's supposed to be my weapon. I'm gonna have to see when I have it in game. But I do like all of these. I just don't know if I'm gonna want to use them. They are definitely going in my glamour chest, so I can use them with different outfits depending on how the mood is striking me. And finally, in the I needed category, I have several weapons I now desperately need as my new main weapon for quite a few different roles. I'm gonna go with kind of a pinkish Dark Knight, a purple ninja. I found a beautiful weapon for my machinist, which just really surprised me. My black mage is gonna get a will-o'-the-wisp thing. My summoner and my scholar are both gonna get new books. And I think my red mage is gonna get the most adorable umbrella. And while my blue mage will also get a great umbrella. And finally, my white mage will get a sleepy bunny with a moon. I gotta say, I think this whole contest was such an excellent idea to get new weapon ideas into the game. I think these are gonna be so cool, and I love that the community came together to make new things. I'm really excited to what's gonna happen with the new jobs. I think what they should definitely do is have more than just 2 winners in those though, because we don't really have any weapons for those 2 jobs in the game right now. So I think that would be excellent to have. Well, we do have some weapons, but compared to the other jobs, we don't. We have much fewer. So I think it would be amazing to have maybe 4 or 5 winners in both of the jobs. So we can get a lot of new scythe and a lot of new floaty thing that our new healer is using. I don't know what to call their weapon, but it looks nice. So that's my tier list. As I said before, you might not agree with me, and that's perfectly fine. We don't have to agree on which weapons are the best. But I'm curious, which weapon did you like the most? Is there anything you desperately need to get as soon as possible for your character? Tell me about it in the comments, and while you're there, please do all the nice YouTube stuff. It helps with the algorithm and makes me ever so happy. For now, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a lovely day. And if you need something more, there are gonna be some videos now up on the screen for you to check out.